Are we rolling? Yes, we are. What's up, guys? It's your boy McKinley Crain here. Today I'm going to be doing my spoiler-free review of Marvel's What If Season 1, Episode 9. Now, let's get into it. So, Marvel's What If Season 1, Episode 9 picks up basically where the last episode left us off on. So the Watcher has to assemble all of the main characters from the previous episodes of What If so that he can fight Ultron. Well, an alternate version of Ultron. Who has all of the Infinity Stones and is trying to destroy most of the multiverse. And it makes for a very entertaining episode. This isn't my favorite episode of Marvel's What If, but it's one of my favorites. It's in the top tier of my. It's in like the top tier of my ranking, if you know what I mean. It's a perfect episode in my opinion of a perfect season of a perfect show. And I loved everything in this episode. This episode was just so, it was just so creative, and I like how they took like I said, all the main characters from the previous episodes and kind of made them into, like, their own alternate Avengers team, if you know what I mean, so that they could fight, Ultron. And I like all the twists and turns in this episode. They're all great, especially like the last one, which is even more great than the other ones are, but they're all great. I love the animation. I love the action scenes. I love the use of color in this episode. I love how they made the Watcher one of the main characters. And I love how they, like, made him interfere with the other characters. It was just really fun to see the Watcher actually do something else besides watch these characters. It was a nice change of pace. And I loved the humor in this episode. This is an action show, but there's some comedy in there, and there was some humor in this episode, and it all worked, and it was all great. And I loved the character chemistry in this episode, and the way the characters, meaning the way that the characters reenacting with each other, and I love how cleverly written, well written this episode was, and how satisfying the ending was, and how smart the writing in this episode is. And I love how this episode just ended the season in a satisfying way. I love this episode. It's a great episode. It's a perfect episode. And it's a great conclusion to Season 1 of Marvel's What If, and I'm going to give this episode a 100% out of 100%, which is the equivalent of an A+. Like, subscribe, join the notification squad, I will return.